only a 2-week span. Can't just completely obliterate him from the timeline in 2 weeks.
Because of that.
Because one feather was rescued. Did he die?
Because he never joined up with us, he is dead.
He was the one that was resurrected.
He's living his best life.
Possible.
Guys.
He resurrected. Who are you guys talking about?
Well, welcome one and all. What happened last
Shown a bunch of big chickens.
time? Yeah. Everyone
People got body parts.
everyone lost limbs and gained limbs.
Ish.
You guys went after the child who had been abducted by a drow raiding party. You guys met with the Waruk, is the name of the jungle natives. They're neat people. Went after the drow party, eliminated them.
We didn't.
Yeah. You
Oh, no.
found
Chickens did.
We did. We finished them off.
Oh yeah.
There was one guy.
I was alive by the time you guys got there. And we did not long rest.
Yeah, so that's just where we're going to start. You guys are in a wooded area filled with drow parts and giant chickens. Now,
Well, we have 3 horses, 1 Bucephalus and 2 Pegasi. So let's strap a carcass or 2 to the horses and drag it back to the Waruk. I'm sure they'd appreciate a big meal.
Do we want to speak with Dead to the drow?
well, can you hear me in Orange Shadow?
I have nothing to say to the drow. If you want to, go ahead.
I don't. I was just asking if anyone else did.
I thought you were keen on interrogating them.
No, I was keen on killing them.
No, you were upset when you were like, no, wait.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to kill them longer.
Wanted to
Don't
make
remember
sure.
why.
Last week
You wanted to make sure it was the chickens that killed them.
Oh, that's right.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. Like, you wanted to ask them a question.
Yeah. I will examine the body parts and compare them to the beak of the chickens.
Yeah, matter of fact, as you compare, you find actually there's bits of body parts still stuck in the beaks of the chicken.
None of ours.
No.
Good enough for me.
But if I'm remembering right, there was, gosh darn, I hate that I'm missing that paper.
3 chickens?
Because I have the exact number of like how many drow there were.
There are 3 mages and 10 warriors.
There are 3 mages now, too.
Something like that.
Maybe there were 2.
There were 2 that shot at you. Because there was a lightning strike each to you and the force.
Which is awesome.
You remember seeing like just a paper with writing on it somewhere?
Right here?
I took it.
Is it
Everything. There is a notebook over there.
It could be this.
I know everything now.
Put up.
Cody?
As soon as I said it, I
Really
knew I said the
hard.
wrong name,
Ah.
and then it like messed my
I'll
brain
figure
up,
it
and I
out.
couldn't find the right name for a minute.
Here it is. Eugene's our savior.
Oh, good.
Now we will follow the story according to how I wrote it and not
Yes,
according to
there's
how I
something
read
behind
it. Alright.
Please tell me your son's wearing orange. Because you all have orange on.
So I was like, orange one. You guys want to get the orange memo?
Apparently not.
I
I wear
posted
black
it
and
on the
gray.
chat.
I don't think I own a single thing.
I wear dark.
Not quite that bright, but I have plenty of orange things, but I don't know.
I said everyone who wears orange will get an inspiration roll.
Oh. I
You
missed
said a free
that.
wish.
You guys have a wish. You're just too afraid to use it.
Let's see.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
if you tie up one of the chickens, you could probably drag it. It's really heavy, but with all of the Pegasi and Bucephalus, you probably manage it.
Back to the Waruk.
Takes you a little bit. It's slow going.
I'll also help.
And you hear lots of like jungly noises and coming from the jungle. There's hooting and and giant ape noises, and you hear a couple of meowls. But eventually, yeah, you drag it to the Warrook, who they're quite impressed with this bounty that you brought them. They don't really see the giant chickens too much because they're closer to the colossal oak, but they know of them. And they're really surprised that you're able to take one out. So they're all making whistling noises.
Point at the chicken and go, 3.
They don't really understand what you're saying.
I'm gonna draw 3 chickens on the ground. I'm gonna circle 2 of them and point an arrow back to what became this.
Oh, he definitely really needs the credit of having killed them.
Yeah, they still look confused at you.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
So did you murder all the women and children and other people who offended you?
It's a work in progress, but if you're talking about the drow, then no.
Yes. Oh.
The chicken killed them.
Oh.
There were 3.
The Warrook are going to start dressing the chicken and pulling off its feathers and preparing a giant fire.
So, does that mean that you got revenge on the things that killed the people that you wanted to get revenge?
Yes.
The circle of
away your
vengeance
kill.
is
The
complete.
enemy
Enemy of his enemy is
Exact
still his
vengeance.
enemy.
The third party
Enemy of
destroys
his
my
enemy
target,
is unknown
and
enemy.
I best that third party, then vengeance has been satisfied.
It's simply pre-vengeance when, you know,
Say unknown.
someone else takes it out first.
Reach over and I wish life were
It is.
For him, it is.
I don't know about being live though.
Sorry, I wish my life.
Well, I think I'll trust the Warrook to watch during the night. I'm going to take a rest.
You want a holy weapon in your... Did you use it?
I did. Yeah, that'd be great. Bucephalus, come here.
You still have a high spell slot left?
I believe so. I don't think I used it.
Yeah, the Warrook indicate that the chicken's going to take like all night to cook, so. It'll be breakfast chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that would hurt.
Say I'll cast holy weapon into your ring.
Perfect.
Too much there? Yeah, it came out my nose.
Alrighty, I'll pat Bucephalus on the head, reach back and pet the hellhound mongrel,
It burns you.
and then I'm gonna stop moving.
All the Warrook children kind of just gather around and sit around and watch you. They're quite impressed at your stillness.
What they don't know is that I'm watching them too.
A couple of the smarter ones realize and then leave.
Come up and show the kids, just go like this. Poke him. Take a little pebble. No, like literally just go. And just poke him and see if any can get into the little kid's state.
Do any of them?
It's fun.
No, they're not that brave. Yeah, they provide for you some bedding. It's coarse and itchy. It would appear that the fibers are woven from scented dog hair. But
I've got my own, thank you.
Yep, same. In fact, I will lay out my bedroll, climb completely in it, and close it over my head.
Yes, the scent of our beverage still smells of scented out.
it would. And of the natives that used it.
Yes.
So yeah, everyone going down for bed?
Mhm.
Any other shenanigans?
I believe we are good.
You guys wake up to the wonderful smell of cooking flesh. It smells like Costco rotisserie chicken. The whole place is just filled with that smell.
Okay, so from here we need to go see Niasrid. And in the war, I guess.
Yes.
Which?
Where's Jonathan? Is he
Was anyone paying attention to him?
We were.
I would have tied him to me again once
Yeah.
the fight.
He would have been interacting with the children that were kind of around you all night, and before eventually tuckering out. The Waruk, several Waruk women will bring you plates filled with both light and dark meat for you to eat.
It's even better because these chickens were stuffed with dark meat.
You'll also notice that it would appear in the middle of the night. They went and retrieved the other chickens as well. You can see them across the way.
So they did understand you. They just didn't care.
Care enough to go get the elephant-sized carcass.
Don't show you that they care.
I will whistle.
Those are some nice chicks. Okay. Anyway.
I'm gonna try and signal to one of them. I want one of the talons.
Do you want me to ask? Gee, now it's just silly.
I mean, the chickens are over there. If you want to just run over and grab some.
Oh yeah, I'll go over there for it.
You go over to the cooking area where there's the big one that they already like de-feathered and everything has been cooking all night over a ginormous fire. They've just been like setting it on the fire and then turning it every once in a while. But the other two, they're still being prepped. So yeah, you're free to go over and lop off a talon.
How big are their legs? Like,
Do you know how big a T-Rex is?
their feet are that big though? Because it's like if chickens, like the legs are skinny. Well, talons are still pretty big.
Talons are pretty big.
Okay. I mean, with how big those are, you could probably get a couple inch. Well, I was just thinking of whether I'd like take the talon
Based
or
on
take the
this
whole leg.
picture.
Like the whole.
It'd be a big chicken
like a
leg.
club. Club.
Yeah, it'd be more realistic. I think to just take the talon.
Okay, that's
Um,
I'm
well,
gonna go carve a piece off and eat it myself. Carve another piece off and feed it to Mongrel puppy.
oh,
I'm gonna carve a third piece off and I'm gonna feed it to Bucephalus.
Bucephalus eats it.
I'll get the rarest piece I can get.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
even
loves-
your raw.
Yeah, he licks it for a bit before eventually just gobbling it up.
big feather too.
Okay.
Goes in my backpack.
For those of who wandered over to the cooking area, you'll also notice that they're cooking up a couple of other pieces of meat that are kind of odd shaped. If you want to examine a little bit closely, you can figure out what's going on.
I'm good.
All right.
Yep.
I'll draw a picture of a couple of spiders in the dirt, and then I'm going to circle them and put a question mark.
Yeah, they point north.
North? Okay.
Slightly north. Northwest,
Yeah, you all have been here before, right? Not you. Not you. Not you. You, and you. Okay.
The original squandered.
Yeah,
It's
we're
been turnover.
gonna go.
Yeah.
And you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Had your breakfast chicken? Let's go northwest.
Anyone who ate the dark meat would have discovered that it doesn't taste very good. Anyway, so yeah, you guys go northwest. You only go like 2 miles before you hit the webs. And based off of those who have been here before would realize that the spider territory has expanded considerably if it's reached all the way out here. Basically encroaching on the Warroot territory. But yeah, you hit a patch of forest just covered in webs.
Perfect. I walk up to the web, lean down. I'm going to shout at the web. We're here to see Niasrid.
The web shouts back. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Why are you shouting?
I'm also going to untie Jonathan, but I'm going to keep him close by.
Like
Just throw them on the webs.
Like, here you go.
I want them to look before they bite.
yeah, nothing happens.
And pluck the webs.
All right. Very shortly after you pluck the webs, a bunch of giant spiders crawl through the forest to greet you. There's a lot of them.
All right, Krishna,
Dozens.
speak to them. They're beasts.
There isn't an editor cap or
Yes,
something.
No, not in this particular bunch. They blink at you with their unblinking eyes.
I'm gonna have Jumper communicate with them.
Okay. So yeah.
Because even though I like animal spiders, creep me out.
Tell them we're here to see Niasrid.
Jumper crawls out of your sack. So yeah, Jumper at this point is probably like the size of a small dog. Let's see, what would Jumper say? Yeah, he starts speaking to the spiders in spider language. Lots of chittering and scratching of things. And eventually, he says that, to you in common that he has arranged for escort to go and meet the leaders.
Great.
Let's go.
I'll toss a chunk of chicken at the nearest spider.
Ah!
I would not have thought they would eat cooked
There's
meat. Or good.
There's not a lot of food to go around with how much
Spiders
it's
cook
I didn't say it was cooked.
Oh, you took a chunk before it was good.
Eventually, an ettercap will show up, and you'll realize it's actually, for those who've been in this area before, it's actually the same ettercap that you met with before.
The one we almost killed, or the one that came up after us?
If I'm remembering right, it's the one who basically
The friendly one.
helped you escape.
Told sentence on our secret mission.
Yes.
That's
right, the other daughter.
Don't help Niasrid destroy the world.
Her name is Aranaya.
Aranaya, good to see you.
Oh. It remains to be seen whether it's good to see you or not, to be quite honest. Did you accomplish the thing which our mother has asked you to do?
Yes and no. I think it'd be best if we explained it to her in person.
She eyes you for a minute and then, well, follow me then. So yeah, she'll kind of guide you single file through the forest. As you go, you'll realize that there are hundreds and hundreds of these spiders, like in the forest, just watching you guys as you pass through. In the trees, on the ground, lots of different kinds. A lot of them are kind of like half human in form and in shape, but the shape and the form kind of varies between them. Like some have human arms, others will have like half human and then half spider, like a drider.
Human hands.
Yeah, no, seriously, that's what's going on here.
Not sticky, mind you.
I'm picturing
That is new monster for my
I'm picturing that doll
a
head
non-sticky
from Toy
hand.
Story.
Yeah.
It's like
No.
Frankenstein, but
Mechanical
as a
spider body.
spider. Just sewn up pieces of human, bulky arms, some not so
There's a lot of that
bulky,
going on,
toe
yeah.
fingers.
But
recording or something.
Me too, actually.
Why?
At first, I'm like, wait, real or not real?
What does that say about?
You said all of these spiders are the children of this Niasrid, right? Who's the father?
Whatever she can find. Or whatever.
I guess spiders too lay a huge egg sack.
Sorry. I'm trying to figure out how to rotate this.
We were all unconscious for a small amount of time the first time we captured it.
There we go. There we go.
You were all unconscious for a small amount of time?
Yeah.
Then
The first time we met with Niasrid.
not all of us were not unconscious. Some of us went willingly.
I'm gonna need a Niasrid. There's a bag of spiders right there. That'll work.
There you go. Spider with human hands.
Oh, there you go. That's creepy.
Yeah, so as you guys go, Aranaya is going to kind of strike up a little bit of conversation. Sorry, what were you asking? Someone was asking something.
I didn't ask anything serious.
This isn't a direct question.
Okay.
He's just asking you.
Who was the father of all the spiders?
That was in conversation to them.
So yeah, the empath Aranaya is going to tell you that things have not been going well, and that Niasrid is seems like every day she's falling more and more to this darkness that's overcome. But yeah, eventually she leads you to the cave and stands outside and gestures for you to go in.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Cave.
All right, put your minis down.
Most of them are over there.
Wait, before we go in, just in case anything weird happens, put my hand on myself and mutter something under my breath. Glow surrounds me.
Okay. Where are we coming from? This
Yeah,
side?
that's the entrance right there.
Who's gonna do
That's
the
actually
talking?
almost like
My
a
horse.
cane.
My horse.
Yep.
Are you over there? Or are you over here?
Hey, that's not.
I think I'm behind that
That's that
owl
one
bear.
with the red cape. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one. Hates it.
Me.
Where's the bunny?
She broke.
Bunny broke, so
Broke at the knees.
use
She took a nose dive
random.
from the shelf.
Was it plastic or metal or?
Use her
There's one with a hood on right next to the T-Rex
or that one.
laying down. And it's at least a
Animal.
animal.
This one's also an animal. It's kind of close.
A mammal. Like a mammal.
You were first.
All right. So yeah, you enter therein and you let your eyes adjust to the darkness. And similar to before, the cave is covered with eggs wrapped in spider silk. Although for those who've been here before, you have to admit it seems like there's a lot more of them now than there was before. Additionally, you will see Niasrid sitting upon her silken throne, and next to her is a drow priestess. And she is also familiar to you.
Oh no.
Because it's the same priestess that arranged your escape. No, not your escape. Your
Release.
bartered for your freedom down in the drow.
Oh, the nice one, not the one that's dead.
I don't think she was nice. She was ordered by Lolth to release us. Which we still don't know why.
Yeah, which is weird why she would try and stop us from delivering the sun.
But it's not surprising that these two are in cahoots because we saw the symbol in the cave, and there's the symbol on the necklace. They're the same symbol.
Chickens killed each other.
What's the next thing I did? Another difference. Niasrid does not look the same as she did before. Matter of fact, I posted in the chat basically what she looks like now.
I see it.
It seems like the more human part of her is becoming less and less human and more Snyder. Whereas before she had a beautiful visage, quite attractive in nature. Now she is loathsome and grotesque. She bids you welcome.
Greetings, Niasrid, Queen of the Spiders. Oh, legged one.
Please step closer.
I'll do so. Clip, clop, clip, clop.
It isn't just you.
No, I'm ready for Cephalus.
Yes. We can all stay back.
Mongrel will be on the pack saddles.
I'm concentrating guidance on Martin from persuasion checks or whatever.
Okay. She'll look at you and say, well, I recognize some of you. I see that there are some missing faces, as well as some new faces. All the same, though, I hope that you have accomplished the task which I have given you.
We had hardships on the road, but we did as you asked. We sought out the two men that you had us seek, and we found both of them.
Did you kill them? Her eyes glow purple as she says this.
I am happy to report that Lombardi Bunjaro, the ringleader of the circus, is no longer among the living. But that is because he never was.
And do you have proof of this? Perhaps an item or token?
Well, Lombardi was a projection of an evil sword that tried to kill us, but we destroyed it. So if it makes you happy, the essence that tormented you in the circus is destroyed.
At this point, she looks down at you very thoughtfully, as if reminiscing old memories. And it's odd. In her visage, you'll see both like fond remembrance, but also like a twisted anger at the same time. She's gonna roll an insight check to see if you're telling the truth.
Should I roll a persuasion check?
Yeah, actually.
That's a good thing I'm very good with people.
Oh my gosh.
And do you have zone of truth still?
I thought you were laughing because it was bad.
No, I'm laughing because it's literally the highest I could possibly roll.
Well, it's unfortunate that you weren't laughing.
That is 33 on a persuasion check.
How about this? So,
Oh, you did you guidance as well?
Yeah,
your
I rolled a
charisma
4 and a 20.
isn't really that good, but you have the hoop, which is poking up out of your stuff.
Oh yeah, I do have them. I have
And
this.
that she recognizes after a moment. She says, so it is true. There's no way he would have let go of that.
Yes. And I hope you don't mind me prying, but we also found a journal detailing your time there. and details about the man named Jonathan.
A huge look of surprise crosses her face.
Oh yeah, I would have.
And at this point, the priestess is going to interject. And she'll say, "My queen, it'll only bring you pain."
Quiet, hag. This is between us.
I got pulled.
Why does that one
Give me
want
a
not?
second.
Why does that one not want you to hear what we have to say?
Give me a second.
Turns out we're actually doing the very thing that's going to make her go over the edge, and she's trying to stop it.
So before we ever started this campaign, I wrote exactly what would happen in this exact situation. So lucky for you, everything's already planned out.
Our demise. 10,000 spiders tear us to shreds.
We could escape.
Yeah, we've got a hoop.
Literally the only way we can probably
Just turn it on, run with it.
No, I didn't mean throw spiders through it.
Everyone's seen
I found a second way to get out.
Oh goodness, that sounds really funny based on what happened too. Where are the drowning here?
What if we just use the hoop to get rid of all the spiders?
Oh,
yeah.
Just
Okay.
be running with the hoop.
Same thought.
Until they come from all sides. At least get some, though. You don't have to worry about what's on the other side until we go there.
Oh my gosh.
Where it
We
goes.
should be sticking
No,
random stuff
just
there
like other
every
things,
day.
or like
That chicken talent?
the chicken. Just a chicken's head.
Just a random feather.
Like the whole head of the chicken. Send the chicken.
They're trying to get like a garbage.
We probably could have thrown a sending stone through
We
there.
find out there's like a cold on the other side that started up based
You
on
still
the
can.
coming through.
It's not
They're
like
just
it
all like
doesn't work.
waiting for the next thing to come out.
Yeah.
Find someone that volunteered to go with us.
Sorrel's been in there for like a week. He's fine. Probably should have sent a sending stone like pretty quick after he disappeared through it.
If it's kind of an
That would have been a thought.
alternate
But do they
area
have
based
range?
on our map.
I don't think so.
Do they work across dimensions?
Maybe not. I don't know.
Just gonna cast silence on you.
I would like to step 15 feet to the left.
There isn't really 15 feet to the left.
Is
15 feet closer.
silence a spot one? Like,
Yeah.
or is it a person?
Well, after she casts silence on you and continues to talk with Queen. But yeah, eventually you move like 15 feet.
Walk up right in front of the face.
So yeah, you're right next to them.
What's she saying to the Niasrid?
When you pop out of the can you hear in silence? Let me actually check that.
No.
Yeah,
Can't even hear in it?
There's no sound at all.
You pop out of the silence zone and you catch that tail end of some incantatious muttering from the priestess. In addition, you'll also notice that the pendant that Niasrid is wearing is glowing with a soft purple glow.
Do not give heed to her words, Niasrid. I've not finished our report.
Indeed, if I remember right, there were 2 heads which I desired for you to take care of.
Yes, we found the one named Wensit.
Was that his name?
Perhaps we were mistaken. While he looked the same, the Wensit we met was a force for good in this land, and we deemed him unworthy of death.
A force for good? She slams down her spidery fist. He is a force of evil. If you saw anything, then it would have been a mask. He is the worst of what humankind can create.
I mean,
Oh, and
all she gave you guys was the description, right? You really know you
the witch would
found
have
that guy.
uncast silence by this point, by the way, so you guys can hear that part.
So we used a zone of truth on Winston.
And he said he had no idea who they were talking about.
Yeah, he had no knowledge of who you are or how he possibly could have offended you under a zone of truth. Could you? Would you
Or we completely
elaborate
have the
to
wrong
us?
guy.
Then we can look into
I mean,
it
we were-
further.
You guys were relying on Sorrel to say, yeah, that sounds like this guy.
Well, she provided a drawing, which was like a perfect visage of him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
For you guys, as how his ID. But yeah, Sorrel, who is basically a student of Wensit, confirmed right away that it was Wensit. But yeah, Niasrid will pipe up and say, I don't know what cursed or filthy magic he used, but he deceived you. It wouldn't surprise me. He is a magician with great cunning, as well as cruelty. Well, I think Niasrid, hi, first time. I'm Boyashana.
hello.
So, anyway, what I believe everyone's kind of burying the lead, but you will see we brought a young boy with us.
Yeah, I was wondering why we were bringing that up.
Yes, I was wondering too. So I'm just going to do it now. You remember the journal? I don't know if you have any fond memories from the circus before you delightfully escaped. So,
Yeah, so you guys kind of part, and the child who's been like standing behind you all of a sudden is revealed. Excuse me.
inside check of 7. So.
I wrote down what would happen here. Bear with me a second.
So, but yes, Niasrid. It's a very lovely story that I read, and being a fan of romantic stories, I thought that you might like the opportunity.
Silence! She yells. And she peers carefully at this child, which is in front of you guys by this point. And as she stares, there's a slight cracking noise. And there is a crack which appears in the amulet which she is wearing. And she is going to actually go down. She's literally just going to push him over like he's nothing.
Opportunity attack.
Are you really going to attack her?
No.
Okay. You land in some webbing. It doesn't hurt that bad. And she's going to get right up next to the child and lift the child up with her pincers.
She, Shana wants an insight check on the drow lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that is an
I want to know
11.
if I can get
So,
closer to
yeah.
her while she's looking at the child and try to grab that amulet off.
You can.
I don't know what I want to roll because
Try to crush it with
I
my
is sneaky.
arm.
If it just cracked, I think you could leave it probably.
What, she's still wearing it, right?
It's still glowing.
It is still glowing.
Like, could I do some sort of check to try and say, is this amulet causing Niasrid to be evil?
Yeah, you can roll like a
You get an evil
Arcana
vibe
check.
from it. Oh, there you go, Arcana. Like it was constructed by a necromancer.
But she's holding the child, and she'll say in a very still, small voice, she'll say, "He looks just like my Jonathan."
is.
Where did you find this child?
He was in the circus, left behind when you escaped. Hatched from an egg, which I believe you laid.
Unfortunately, the caretaker for Jonathan Jr. Was murdered on the way here. Maybe our drow friend here would like to elaborate.
Yeah, at this point, she takes one more look at the child, and the pendant cracks even further.
I rolled a 21 on Arcanum.
Yeah, do this super curse, whatever it is.
Can I cast remove curse on it?
Do you have remove curse?
I have remove curse.
Sure.
Can I detect thoughts at this moment while that cracking is happening? And specifically, I'm wanting to pick up what the drow lady is thinking. But, you know,
Surface thoughts.
they're surface thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, not enough to let her know that you're reading her thoughts.
Make sure the, like the other spiders are actually following the Niasrid and not this lady. You know, it's like, oh, well, we don't need her anymore.
So I will make her a holy woman.
So it does require touching, so I may hold off just a
You're
minute.
gonna have to get close to her.
Yeah.
Well, she's right there.
But
She's huge.
since he brought, or excuse me, yeah, since she brought it up, her eyes are going to flare with rage as she gently puts the child down, and she turns on the drow priestess.
May not need that.
And she'll say, "You told me that he was alive, or excuse me, that he was dead." That was wrong to say. You told me that he was dead. And the priestess will say, "I thought he was. The power of that evil creature was terribly strong. I thought there was no way that he would leave him alive."
Well, your Jonathan had a really cool boot, and that kept your Jonathan Jr. alive all these years.
Her eyes flare with even more anger and hate. And she says, I think that Loth will need to send me a new priestess." And she's going to rear up, and as she rears up, you'll actually notice that the amulet is starting to mend. The cracks are dissipating.
I am going to charge forward, and I will attack the priestess.
I would like to use Mage Hand and pull it off.
Okay.
We certainly try.
I'm going to
Uh-huh.
I know you ain't got Mage Hand Ledger Domain. Let's see.
What do you mean, leisure domain?
Pretty sure that's what the rogue steely Mage Hand is called.
Oh, I just have Mage Hand. I get it from telekinesis.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand to try to get off of her.
Okay. That doesn't work. I'll grab it and then telekinetic shove her.
Okay.
Sleight
I'm
of
going to
hand.
deteriorate fast, and I love it.
Sleight of hand.
Oh, it's a 0. So that's an 8.
I was by her, and then
What's that supposed to be? An attack?
I don't know. You asked for sleight of hand.
Oh, that's
Roll
sleight of
sleight
hand. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not quite enough. You yank on it and start like choking her a little bit. You're shoving her?
Well, let me double check my telekinesis.
well, she's okay. Would I be able to try to sneak up on her again to grab that off of her? Since
Well, he declared he was going to make an attack first, so I'm going to resolve that first.
Yes.
he's attacking the priestess. I was going to sneak up on.
But you can go next.
I was going to try to take it, but then she left my area. It's like,
Oh, my spectral hand is invisible.
Oh. Okay.
So
Yours is?
says I can cast it without verbal or somatic components. I can make the spectral hand invisible.
Is that a feat you have?
Yeah.
So what's up with that shove?
Yeah. I would like to
She wants to
Grip
grab
it.
an amulet and
shove her.
Okay.
But is she a large creature?
Cheers. Pretty sure.
Are you gripping it with your mage hand and
Yes.
shoving with
Maybe he
telekinesis?
needs to kill the
Yes.
princess first.
I'm gonna do my darndest.
She's about to attack the priestess, and then he's about to attack the priestess.
Can anybody get me?
Yeah. There's no.
How
There's
high up is
no
this amulet? Like, can I
size.
reach
She
it?
just has to make a
Let's see.
strength save.
So she's a large, which if I'm remembering, large is what, 10 feet?
10 feet.
So it's on her neck, which is it's about 8 feet up in the air. So for a tiny little dwarf, that'd be quite the jump.
Could I make it to 8 feet?
Someone might have to toss you.
Someone willing to toss me and I can
Don't tell the other.
Alright, but first, Martin's gonna charge across.
Can I
I can
jump
use
on
a bonus
as he's
action.
going
How do we
past?
not have any tiny people in this group? With as many people as we've gone
I'm
through.
going to use a bonus action to use my sorcery points and do a quicken spell. I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Okay.
So I'm concentrating on haste. Okay, charge forward with the dragon lance.
Oh, I guess we're fighting.
That's a
He's
19
fighting.
19 to hit.
You know, we don't always have to follow
That is
him.
a hit.
We can all throw up our hands and say he's crazy because we know that is the case.
That's 12 piercing.
Okay, yeah, you stab her.
Second attack. That's a hit for 16 piercing. Third attack. Oh, so close. That is a hit. For, well, if you want to know, it's 31 to hit. 14 piercing.
Okay, yeah, you stab her several times with your lance.
I'm going to tell Niasrid, don't sully your hands with this filth.
One way.
Alright, we need to get that amulet off. Right? We agreed on that?
Yeah, I can remove curse and break her any attunement.
The priestess spits black blood into your face and starts laughing.
Oh no.
And as you've been stabbing, anyone who's paying attention will notice that the amulet basically becomes whole.
Did I yank it off? Or?
You find that trying to yank it off is not quite working.
Even by mage hand and telekinetic shove the creature. Okay.
Seems that it doesn't want to try to get off.
Alright, awesome.
But you called the next thing, so you still want to try to get up on top of her?
I was going to try to. I don't know if I have to get on top of her to reach it. The
Um,
person's a little over 6.5 foot tall, and you said it's about 8 feet. So it's only 1.5 feet reach.
yeah, you'll have to jump to try to get it. I think, right?
Welcome to leave off Bucephalus.
I mean, if all I need is like another 1.5 to 2 foot reach, I would assume that he would have that.
Yeah, that's fine. You reach up and
It's close to the
and
next
grab
level.
onto it. You try yanking it and breaking it off, but it doesn't want to.
Sleight of hand roll to try to.
You can try. Roll side hand. Let's see what you get.
Give me the conditions. I got 22.
Yeah, you know for sure that you would have gotten it off, but it seems like as you try to do it, it almost like constricts around her neck.
What is she doing?
She's just watching, but it looks like she's almost getting ready to attack the priestess.
Okay.
She was going to, but then he rushed in and stabbed her a bunch, which she's happy with watching it.
Can we go back to the earlier I requested to detect thoughts? Because I think that would be
Oh.
really useful right now.
Right. How does that work, by the way?
Alright.
You just get surface thoughts?
Yeah.
So
He-
just
he
thoughts
can
are
go
perfect.
Specifically, things that are happening in the present can direct their thoughts. So you can ask them skills and stuff to like guide their thoughts where you want them to focus. So typically, it's like whatever's the present attention. Let me read the actual.
It's detect thoughts?
Detect thoughts. Yes. Alright, if you got enough, I'll let you read it. What's most on its mind at the moment? Well, I mean, it was just stabbed, so I'm sure there's something on its mind.
All right, I'll tell you it's her surface thoughts, and then if you want to get deeper, you'll have to. They have to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Yep.
What's your save?
It's 16, but I'm not going deeper yet.
Oh, you're not going deeper yet. Okay. Just on the surface, she's angry that the child has made it into the presence of Niasrid. The child was dead. But you're also getting a really intense religious fervor. You feel like this woman is preparing to sacrifice herself for her goddess.
I'm going to say out loud, I think she wants Niasrid to kill her.
Oh, but that's
Yeah, I kind of got the sense that she wants to die after she was stabbed a couple times, and the amulet was catching up after that. So,
I want to see. Can anyone help me get up to the amulet so I can remove curse?
well. Is she going to try to defend herself?
Oh, right now her
Niasrid
focus.
just chilling?
Yeah, right now her focus is on the bloodshed. Like she's not even paying attention to you guys right now.
So I want to try and come in and get to the amulet and remove curse. Just kind of.
I'll help you out. Easy.
You're welcome to climb Bucephalus if you want.
All right.
All right. So yes, the dwarf
Do-
runs forth.
If you want Bucephalus, or you can have, I can help you, whatever you want.
All right. I guess I'll get right on the horse.
All right.
Whatever.
You run, jump in the stirrups, and then jump. You kind of like run across his front, and then jump onto the spider.
And I cast remove curse on the amulet.
Okay, maybe I should pull up that spell.
Does that ruin everything I planned?
So it should make it so I can remove the amulet.
Indeed, as you cast remove curse, instantaneously, her visage returns to the way it was the first time that you met her, which is beautiful and not. Yeah, she's a hot spider lady.
Still on top. I'm imagining Lord of the Rings, like the king.
Exactly. Exactly.
uh-huh.
Hi guys, I'm a friendly guy now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
The
want
necklace
to,
is still
yeah.
about her neck, but it seems like it's, at least for the moment, not affecting her.
Can I just remove it?
You're like hanging on it.
She's not just tall; she is big.
You can try to break it. Do a strength check on
An
it.
adamantine arm?
Plant your foot against her wrench.
Okay, so a strength check?
Sure.
While he's doing this,
At least a
does-
21? I need to look up my modifier.
when he does this, does anything change in
Um,
thoughts?
24.
24.
that's pretty good. Hold on one was it? So I'll say that you you plant your feet on her bosom.
Oh my!
You rip
Chest.
you rip the necklace off. Yeah, now you have a cursed necklace in your hands. And yeah, the
Or
surface lots
previously cursed.
of the witch are terribly upset.
Okay, I'm gonna delve deeper this time, see if I can break through.
Who's upset?
Level.
The
priestess.
priestess.
If you're a kid doing it to you. You know,
That's
like,
what you get, lady.
I've had several kids climb up my
Let's see here.
I'm gonna say something to make fun of her. And you can minus 8 from whatever you roll.
What? That's that one.
What was the save again? 14?
It was 16.
Oh, that actually makes the difference. Let's see, what are her intimate thoughts here?
That guard that brought me here, he was so cute.
If you probe deeper,
Okay, we long rested before we
you
came
gain
here, right?
insight
Yeah.
into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind. Yeah, she's terribly upset. The reasoning is that she was hoping that she was going to be able to use the hatred and the violence to cement control within the heart of Niasrid via the cursed item. But now that the cursed item is removed, she knows that that won't work anymore. And she's extremely upset because she's going to fail her goddess in the mission that was bestowed upon her.
And she knows that I know that now, right? I believe they, or at least knows that I got inside her head.
Is that how it works?
I think once
Yeah,
I
I'm
go
pretty
deeper, they know.
They know who did it, or just that someone did it.
Or is that only if I fail? I think they know either way.
Yeah. I think so.
I'll just say yes. Yeah. She's terribly upset, but honestly, the fact that you know her thoughts are kind of secondary to her at the moment. Her thoughts turn to,
The holes in her chest.
yeah, the holes in her chest.
Martin, you can kill her now. It worked. What?
Can I keep stabbing her?
You know,
Or does she get a turn?
Stab you back.
I don't think she's gonna be able to get out.
Or do we
Tries to
kind of
run
leave
out.
combat now?
Leave.
Like, is it?
this is how we'll resolve it. Niasrid's gonna yell, "Stop! Do not harm her anymore." And she's going to yell out in spider language. And descending from the ceiling, a bunch of giant spiders are going to come down.
Skitter, skitter.
And they're going to blast the priestess with a bunch of webs,
Tick, tick.
basically turning her into a cocoon. And they are careful to blast her mouth so that she cannot speak and cast her evil magic. So yeah, at this point, they are going to just drag her away into the darkness.
Are you going to lay eggs in her while she's still alive? Niasrid.
No, that's awful.
Certainly worse than dead.
Out of my way. And she's going to run, and she's going to go and embrace the child. And she's going to say, "Oh, my child, my son." And yeah, she's just going to be very emotional for a little while as she hugs her child.
How do all of her other children react to this clear act of favoritism?
Most of these are grandchildren or great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren by this point. So, I mean, they're chill with it. I will say, though, that at this point, there are several ettercaps that are beginning to enter the front of the cave. Among them is Aranaya. But yeah, eventually the tender moment between mother and child will fade, along with the muffled curses of the woman. Yeah. And she'll turn to you and she'll say thank you.
You're very welcome.
I thought my child was dead. And I thank you again for removing that awful influence over me.
Yes. It was him. Wait. What did he do?
He removed the awful influence.
That you're referring to.
Don't worry.
You would have never been able to do it if you hadn't stabbed her.
You're very welcome.
I owe you all a great boon.
We like money.
I was gonna say I don't want spiders though.
Also, not
I
killing
know.
the world would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. Now that I'm seeing everything clearly, I realize that
Preferably no spiders.
that. I think that my anger just overtook me. I believe that I see now what's been going on is that priestess rescued me when I lost my dear Jonathan and brought me here. And ever since then, the amulet that she put on me, which originally healed my wounds, has been affecting my mind and driving me to accomplish the goals of the Spider Queen.
Yes. I do believe that the spider goddess Lolth wanted to prevent your child from reaching you. In fact, she's the one that murdered his protector, one Professor Picali, who I believe is an acquaintance.
She did. She paid for it?
The professor was a good friend of ours. I'm saddened to hear of his passing.
Well, we killed a museum member and read his list of contracts. Would have said who put out that hit on the professor.
Lolth herself.
It's like,
Hey, I was over
how
there.
does a god show up with the big sack of gold?
Yep. The ECL takes on a lot of contracts from a lot of different people.
I don't have time to go hunt this down, but I have money. Do my bidding.
I'll be out in just a bit.
I
Okay,
am a
but,
god, but I can't kill the professor.
so yeah,
Wrong. They succeeded.
Personally.
I think that
There are a lot of gods.
had you actually gone and murdered both of those men, I believe that it would have pushed me over the edge. I think that the revenge would have completely restricted my mind only to the orders of the Queen of both.
Are you saying that indiscriminate murder is probably a bad thing?
Why'd
Where'd you get that idea?
do that? Well, it does make sense now why that priestess busted us out of the Drow prison. She wanted us to do exactly that.
Go kill the guys.
But finding your child changed our minds, and that's when Lolth turned to violence.
Yes, I think revenge is as a vile poison which slowly deteriorates the mind. But
That's not true.
but this, my child, has helped me break free of the curse through the power of love. I will renounce these evil ways, and I will instruct my children to be good.
No more killing of the whistle people.
No more killing the whistle people.
That's great.
It would be a shame to waste this massive army of spiders you collected, though.
We don't want a spider as a pet now.
Oh, we already have one of those.
There are several world-ending threats
You could have
looming
Yeah,
in and around Anvilion. Would you like me to put you in contact with King Dan, perhaps you can come to an arrangement.
I am familiar with the kingdoms of Anvilion and of Nordstrom. I have sent spies to watch over their kingdoms and their dealings. However, I do not wish for warfare or
She had to send
the shedding of blood. I do, however, know that the kingdom of Anvilion is made up of smaller kingdoms. Perhaps I can be added, me and my kin, as one of those kingdoms.
A fifth kingdom. And you'd be the Baroness?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
I think we're done here.
can we leave her a sending stone?
Where did you guys get all those?
Bought them?
I have one more favor to ask of you.
Andy bought like
We're in Anvilion.
Would you escort
Stuff going on.
my daughter, Aranaya, to King Dan, and so that she can make negotiations on my behalf to enter the kingdom?
Yes.
All right.
We're headed back to Anvilion anyway. I need a potion. I ordered it months ago, and potion seller forgot.
All right. Well, we have a deal then. You can count on me as a friend.
Yeah, I think I bought 2 pairs of sending stones. One is with potion seller, and then I had one with you. Now we'll give yours to Niasrids.
I mean, if we're
Right,
escorting
they want to
her daughter to the kingdom, we probably don't need to leave one. Do you have a means of communicating with your daughter?
Not over great distances. We have webbing here that acts as signals that we can send across the land, but only in places where we have webbing.
Okay, I'll leave my sending stone.
Cool. I'm going to pause for a bit because my family just got back and they've been gone forever. In the meantime, all of you level up because you've just prevented a world-ending catastrophe in the form of an invasion of both drow and spiders of Anvilion. So well done on that. Everyone gets a new level.
Are we resting in the cave?
Yeah, if you want. She'll provide lodging, but like I said, I'm just going to take a little bit to say hi to my family.
Please do.
Yes.
Yes, PJs.
So let's see.
Yes! I'm at exactly 100 HP. Still not a... Let's see.
And it gives you more health.
yeah, I see that.
Dang it. Yeah. Means I can still get power word killed.
I'm glad I prepared remove curse a little while back.
Amen.
It's like we keep running into cursed things. May as well.
Yeah, that was really good. If I just murdered the priestess, she might have just turned into love. Oh well. If I get power word killed, I'll be fine.
I can learn another cantrip.
Woohoo! I'm immune to fear now.
Let's see, what should I get?
As well as allies for the
Spare the dying?
You don't have to spare the dying?
No. And I've been like, why did I not do that one?
I would take that one.
I might be able to help. Maybe.
Yeah, spare the dying, that's like the obvious one for a cleric.
The adamantine arm slap of life. Stop dying.
Yeah.
Alright, anything
Just keep filling up the levels while he's gone. Okay, we're actually level 10, right?
Yeah, level 10. Only 4 more levels of Paladin for me. Then I'll be taking 1 level of Warlock, 2 levels of Fighter, and 3 levels of Sorcerer.
Interesting.
When we hit level 20, I mean, even when we hit level 15, we're just going to be really meanness.
Us? Oh, you mean like awesome mean?
Awesome mean.
He's gonna be mean to us.
My character's more story driven than
Maybe some sort of, at this point, utility spell, like Shape Earth,
Get along there.
manage character and level. Level up. Change race.
And what spell should I take?
Don't you just prepare your spells for, don't you get all of them? Or do you still have to choose some? And then
Oh, I choose some.
Yeah, clerics can prepare different spells every day.
But you still have to choose your list that you prepare from.
Let's see. Dispel evil and good.
You already done?
Actually, what about counterspell? So I have dispel magic, but not counterspell. Dispel magic.
Alright. I have no idea what I'm going to add to my spell list.
I'm not adding anything. So, what interesting features do you guys get at 10th level?
I don't know that I got any special features. Usually I would say the level up page.
I get an aura of courage.
Here we go, yeah.
Now myself and allies are immune to fear. If they're within 10 feet of me.
Nature's Ward, 10th level.
I'm immune to poison and disease.
Lots of like mental effect
And I
spells.
can't be charmed or frightened by elementals.
What are you, a warlock? What's something you can do? Subtract my d8.
It's useful.
There. I
Okay, what
I-
are you?
didn't want to multi-class, but now I have.
Okay.
There's me.
Divine Intervention is mine.
What does that mean?
Oh, you can call for different. Oh,
Nice.
Though the chances aren't that great.
Yeah, but still okay.
Yeah, it's a 10% chance of.
At next level, it's 11%.
You know, at 20th level, it's automatic.
I've always thought that was a really interesting way to do that. You have to roll below your level on the D100.
Yeah, equal or below.
Still, does that take an action?
It's an action.
Could be super handy though.
Yeah.
Divine intervention. Heard so much about the dwarven gods. We might meet some of them.
Yellow. Hi there, Zach.
Hey, Hello. Hey, aren't you sick? I love you.
Go back upstairs, please.
Upstairs. It's warm in here.
Almost comfortably so.
Take my jacket off, please.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize your arm came out. I thought it was still in there.
So if you polymorph someone as some kind of small creature, and then put it into a very small space, and then let go of the spell,
What happens?
Alrighty, so everyone all leveled up.
Yeah. I didn't roll very high on my HP, so I'm at 100 even, so I can still get power word cubes.
How unfortunate.
103.
What are you guys now? What?
Level 10.
9, 10? Ooh, 10. Don't good things happen at 10?
Some.
I decided to multi-class because the path feature she gets not great.
Okay.
Multi-class into.
I'm not going to tell anyone. You'll find out. Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Huh?
Bard. Fighter. Druid.
He is the barbarian.
Warlock.
I wanted to experiment with a barbarian monk.
I've done that a little bit. You get some really cool combos.
Alright, well, we still have a couple of Pegasi. I don't think 2 Pegasi are going to carry all of us back to Anvilion, though.
Is that all you have? Just 2?
I think so.
Oh, by the way, guys, my wife has overruled me and said that we have to end an hour early, so we've got half an hour. So,
Okay.
just bringing that up.
We can get to Anvilion in half an hour.
Did we?
Well, let's see. There's the one that carried you originally. That one's dead. There's the Pegasus that carried. Who all would have come after the fact? It would have been Martin,
Me and Krishna.
Krishna. It would have been Thea as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3. I guess I probably could manage 2 people. So that's 6.
Just curious, is there a way for the only way through the mountains is the Great Oak, or can you go through to Trapand?
I mean, you'd have to trek across the mountains,
Okay.
which is difficult. It'll take you a while, but not impossible.
Just curious.
Trapand's a cool place. So yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
I mean, we walked last time. What's the worst that could happen?
We had to go through the giant oak area.
Took you a while to get out of here. Yeah. Could always thumb a ride again from a passerby ship.
Anvilion is landlocked.
We have 2 people on our basis.
Could we ride the spider?
There are giant spiders. You probably could ride one
Queen Niasrid.
if you ask nicely. Don't mind riding giant spiders.
I'll stick to my beta side, but that's not a bad idea.
Pretty sure he can fly.
For 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's it.
How far can you get in 4 hours?
It's my walking speed.
It'll still take you a while.
Yeah.
Hold on, I might have a way to get
Can we all jump in a bag of holding and
No.
Are there any of
Don't you
those?
have tiny hut or mansion?
We used that to get here.
Yeah.
And then they broke it.
No.
Grab.
Grab. Okay.
Where's that guy? He could make us fall to Anvilion.
You can always hire him.
Are there any ECL outposts out here?
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if they found a way.
I mean, there's one member, but I don't think paying one member out in the, they're not a hive mind, are they?
Well, we could just jump in the hoop, and maybe there's a way out.
That would also be
It's
entertaining.
true. Sorrel has
Actually,
been gone a while.
That's kind of sort of exactly what I was thinking, because I have a way out, but not if we're on this plane of existence and we want to end up on this plane of existence.
Then I say we go after Sorrel.
Yeah.
Immediate world-ending danger averted.
Yes, that's true. And Sorrel is probably in danger.
Yes.
Probably.
Niasrid would mention that there are tunnels that do lead all the way to Wolfenheim. So she can get you there safely via the tunnels. It'll just take you a while.
Problem is, we agreed to escort
Well, yeah, we have to finish
the
that.
princess.
Okay, we can't.
Oh
take
yeah. Oh well, yeah. Obviously, we need to.
that. Okay, tunnels it is.
So let's go quickly, though.
So yeah, so just final little details. She would basically say that the whole reason why Wolf was trying to get her was that the spiders would attack first, cover the land in webs, and then the drow would come in underneath the shadow. But the entire idea was for Wolf to take over the entire overworld. So, yeah, that's the crisis you averted.
That's a pretty good plan.
Yeah, but now that the spiders are no longer going to be part of it, the drow don't want to fight in the sunlight. They are going to stick back to the shadows.
Losers.
Yep.
Go attack their castle again.
You're welcome to go
You
there.
know, it was sad that it took me until now to make the connection between the drow that we saw in the forest and everything that happened.
Dude, there's a lot of, this campaign is complex. Like, there's a lot of moving parts.
I'm just like, right, those people listen to her, so like they're probably there because of her.
So yeah, she leads you deeper into the cave where there's a tunnel that basically just goes to the west. She'll send you a couple of spider escorts along with Aranaya. Yeah, you guys will travel. That's gonna take you a couple weeks.
Weeks?
I mean, if you move really fast.
We're going through tunnels.
Well, you guys have your
the
ponies too,
the
right?
Pegasi are going to fly home on their own.
Yeah, we
we're
got
going.
horses.
Are you taking the
Oh, no.
Pegasus with you?
Oh,
Or you're gonna let
they're
them
gonna
go?
fly. They don't want to go through the tunnels. I see.
Yeah, and they're rented.
If you move fast, I'll say it'll take you. It's a pretty long distance. I'll say it takes you a week and a half.
One of us could go check on Zorld while everyone else escorts the princess.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, let's not split up.
Again.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's lived this long, he'll live another week. Let's
Yeah.
go.
He's pretty resourceful. He can summon things.
Or just summon, that's all of a sudden.
They pop up where he's at. Yeah. So yeah, you travel in the darkness for a really long time. You have magical lights which light the way. There's often times, splitting paths, and there's evidence of, different ways you can go. But the spiders know the way. They lead you straight and true. And eventually, you come before a door with a symbol on it. It was the exact same door they encountered in Mr. Coinbottom's mine. It was being prepared for the invasion.
No, so the door. Wait, is the door not where we came out of from the elevator?
No, you guys came out of the bottomless shaft.
Oh, the elevator lifted up into the bottomless shaft.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. That makes more sense now. That the bottom line, because I thought it was like we came out the door and it's like, oh look, there's the bottom of the shaft. Oh, that goes down. I didn't realize we came up out
Yeah.
the bottom of the shaft.
If you jump in it, you'll end up in a drow city.
Zorn!
Yeah. You guys go through the door, and there's the Zorn.
Hey Zorn, how are you?
I'm doing well. They feed me a lot.
You'll notice he's quite a bit fatter than last time you saw
You
him.
are looking quite well.
Oh,
Gold and jewels like you don't even know.
You know a portion of it. But thank you for your good work.
Like you don't even know.
We're just
Yeah,
passing
we don't
through.
have any.
well. Since you're passing through, would you like to speak with Mr. Coinbottom?
He's here?
Oh, I can fetch him.
The fact that you remember that voice, just like it. I am so impressed.
Do you guys have anything to say to Coinbottom?
I don't know. When was the last time you guys got paid?
2 weeks ago.
Response to my letter about this.
I would like to ask him a question.
All right. This way.
Yeah, he leads you out of the mine.
My bonus actions are now very.
And I'll say that the Zorn sends one of the former slaves off to go and fetch Mr. Coinbottom from the city. Which he comes, takes him a little ways. He kind of walls up. He's a fatter fellow. But yeah, he shows up. He's like, the squandered, I see. How fare thee?
Just curious, is there a faster way to travel? Now we're in Wolfenstein, right?
Well, you can always make use of the pit stop inns.
No, for the love. No.
You'll get to where you want eventually if you're willing to pay enough money. Other than that, I suppose you could purchase a few horses.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Should I
Yeah.
try some
Whatever
divine
happened to
intervention?
your bird bride?
He got left somewhere. I don't remember.
A bird, right?
I got Bladebeak,
The axe beak.
Axebeak
Oh.
that I rode for a while.
Yeah, probably left with the circus.
I think I left him before that.
I left him in the tidal wave
one too many pets.
I'm sure that he's doing well.
Jumper, squirm,
Oh,
axe beak. With
by the
no
way,
name.
before you left the cave, Jumper, actually before you left even Niasrids' lair, Jumper would have asked if he could stay with the spiders. He wants to be with his kin.
Can't do that to me, Cody.
Trooper's been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
Quietly in the background.
He says, I appreciate it, the fact that you've raised me and you've shown me love, but these are my kin. I would like to know,
So
get to know
much
my
love.
heritage. And
Especially at night. Like all the constant petting and squishing. Like, it's getting so much.
Oh, they're not evil now. I'd like to know them.
I feel like it's important to have someone who knows Common and knows the kingdom of Anvilion as we attempt to build up our own kingdom. I think I can be a lot of help here.
I guess you make a good point there.
I'll always be your spider. I'll never forget you.
Thanks.
Do I have your blessing?
Yes.
Thank you. Please skitters off into the brush. All right. Where was I?
We were hiring
Ah.
horses.
Mr. Coinbottom. Don't bother. I'll give you all a horse. You've done so much for me. It's not like I can't afford it.
So, did your brother? Is your brother a baron yet?
Sorry, what was that?
Is your brother a baron yet?
My brother. Oh yes, my brother. Yes.
Is he a baron now?
Yes, Baron of Clifton.
Yeah, that's too bad for the previous baron. Must have died suddenly.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is that the right one?
I am getting confused.
Because we signed over our inheritance, so
You
that
guys
when the baron
were just
died.
inheritors.
We sold our inheritance to Coinbottom's brother. What was the only difference? A mustache?
Yeah. And this one has the mustache. Yes, about that. I mean, terrible tragedy. I'm sure it'll be in the news soon.
Wow.
He sails to that island where the storms come from all the time. Who knows what kind of accidents can befall him out there on that ocean?
That's good. Well, I mean, no, I have no idea what I was going to say. Something along the lines like, now there are two
Fine barons.
baron ships that are properly aligned.
And slave free, both of them?
Yes, they free. They work harder when you pay them.
Who would have thought?
Exactly. Okay, let's get those horses, get to Anvilion, so...
By the way, and he'll take you aside.
Yeah.
He'll say, do you have plans to go to Tradewell?
Yes.
Did you get my message?
The one about the top house?
Yes.
That was you.
Yes. You see, I've...
Hold on, insight.
Wait, I thought we knew that Coinbottom was warning us about top hats.
Isn't there another message?
Oh, there was a different one?
Yeah, I think the last one.
Seems to be telling the truth. You see, I've risen about as high as I can go within this organization. I mean,
Top hats.
yes, the top hats.
You're one of the top hats.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he has a
Oh.
top hat.
I've been-
However, despite my considerable income, I seem to have hit a plateau with the leadership. The way the organization's always been run is the most successful, the most influential rises to the top.
Okay.
However, that's not happening. I think someone has taken over the organization.
Without actually changing hands.
And that's the thing. There has been no mention of leadership change. Only that, like I said, I seem to have reached a plateau in the leadership.
Okay. Now, if you could just give me the names, addresses of the
course.
leadership, and then I will go murder them, and hopefully that will solve the problem.
The one you wish to seek is Lord Fenris Hastings.
I just think it's funny that in this conversation that none of us can hear, where Shauna just said, "Yeah, I'll go kill people."
She has reasons.
And that's just funny. None of us know. I'm for sure.
Lord Fenris
Hastings.
Hastings. That's hasting our way to Anvilion.
So he's the guy that. What's so special about him?
He's filthy rich.
Okay.
He has business dealings all over the country.
Other than being an unscrupulous businessman, pause for sarcasm. What else?
Well, that's just the thing. I've known the man for quite some time. However, he's broken off contact with me. I fear that there is something funny going on. I believe that he is either compromised or our organization has been infiltrated in some manner. I want you to get to the bottom of it.
You'd be sad if he dies. No. You can go ahead and say no.
It takes a while.
It's like, I haven't decided that. How does?
Because I'm not. You reached out to me in particular, and
It's
so
almost
I'm a
like
little.
he's
I'm a
actually
little
he's
curious
actually
as to
warning
why
himself,
me.
like, do I stand by my morals?
Because, like the people I deal with, there's only one way out.
Concerning the man, I would say that if he is compromised, then I would say it's just the price of doing business. I don't wish ill upon the man, but...
So why do you think it has anything to do with me?
There was a reason for it, and I don't remember what it is.
That's what
Coy
wants to
wants
go to
it.
trade wealth. For some reason.
Yeah, I had a perfectly clear reason at one point.
What was it?
Well, you'll let me know later.
Yeah, I'll let you know later. I can't remember, but there was a reason.
I have a question. You guys came from church when you guys flew out to the spider people, right? When I went with you?
Yes.
Ah, yes, I remember what it was.
Excellent.
Last time we met, you were asking some oddly specific questions
Yes.
concerning
The inspired.
the inspired
Rydrins,
and dreams of killing. I've been hearing
particularly me.
I've been hearing some of the same rumors
Oh, that's your
dwindling down from this organization. They may be related.
Okay. Well, she had an age, so she doesn't know if he's up.
He's
Well-
a pretty good businessman. He's got.
Well, I hope for your prompt ascension, and I hope that I will do everything possible to make sure your hands are clean.
Very good. All right. Yeah, he gives you all horses so you can be on your way.
I want to ask him about what I wrote about the amethyst.
Ah, yes, I received your letter just barely. I believe that so amethyst of such quality is quite rare. However, there is one piece that they are working on at the mine. They should be able to get it out, and if all goes well, they should be able to get it out in one piece.
How big?
They'll be able to work on a second one just in case. I mean, not as time.
I mean,
for a second. If it
I'll
comes
instruct the miners to do so, but as far as I'm aware, there's only one piece big enough for what you described.
Would you set aside the most valuable part of the mine for my personal use?
No, I'm saying instead of me getting the gold from what he's selling, I
that's
get
in place of the
just
gold.
get straight amethyst
Nice.
instead. We're getting monthly payments from it anyhow.
So anyways, church. Isn't that where the library is?
No,
Library's in Anvilion.
The library's in Anvilion.
Yes, and it's currently closed down.
The Great Library is in Anvilion?
Yes.
Totally thought we had met him before we got there. Oh well.
The dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, dragon's shut in now.
Well, yeah, that's what I was
Alvinius
wondering
Cavalon.
about. So, but that's in Anvilion, not church.
Yes.
Either way, that's where we're going.
Yeah, we're going back.
Okay. I was going to ask if you guys had dealt with that when you were in church, but since it wasn't in church,
We're
that's a
actually
no.
going back to talk to King Daniel. So we'll be in Anvilion next time.
Yeah.
That things, unless something happens on our little last little bit of adventure.
What do you think? You're very hard right now.
Got 6 minutes to run this encounter.
Well,
All right, yeah. Anything you guys want to do in Wolfenheim before you head out?
head out.
You
I
can
haven't
get
gotten
XP.
to enjoy level 10 yet.
You can get in
I
XP
also want one more of them.
upon the
That's
villagers.
stuff gets good again.
Just kidding. Yeah, you guys. I'll say you head
There's some
north.
things I would like to purchase before, and I'll do that over Discord.
Yeah, that's fair. You go north and okay, I'll set this up perfectly for the next time we play. You travel without incident. I'll say you start in the early morning. You travel without incident. You get all the way to the river that intersects the road, and all of a sudden there is a cave that's next to the river, and a huge bout of flame shoots out of the cave. And along with the huge bouts of flame, a dragon, a red dragon, pokes its head out and demands tribute.
An ancient red dragon?
No, this is just a normal one.
I probably one-shot this guy.
I want to see them try.
But he demands either gold or magical items. Otherwise, he will incinerate all of you with fire.
What? Will you explain to him that we came up to? Why are we passing him?
So there's a... So if you look on the map, there's a river that kind of goes across the road. That's where this encounter takes place. And I'll say that there's like a cave right next to the river. And a little bridge that goes over the river. I'll find a map for it for the next time.
Guarding the bridge.
Yeah, pretty much.
Demanding a toll. Not a troll. Dragon. But it's a dragon from a cave next to, not under the bridge.
He thinks he can one-shot it.
Maybe.
So yeah, that's where we'll end.
Perfect.
But yes, everyone levels up and
Yay, we did
10.
it again. No, just kidding.
not again, no.
Face to face with the dragon. You gain one.
We just gotta get the spider princess out of the way, and then take this dragon and steal his horse.
Unless there's 10 more behind him.
What if it's like the Thieves of Plenty? You have to come back and kill them every time.
More
Steady
experience.
An unlimited supply of dragon's scales.
He'll hoard it, and we'll take it.
I like it.
Alright, dragon, where's your protection money?
Do you want to die again?